Hello again. So, short video about valves, self-course, pumps, and tires, and yeah, goatshead thorns, and how it all connected on my bike trip. So, first of all, there is a new valve coming. It's not yet available. It was available for a while, then not again, not anymore. Schwalbe clik valve, you click it on, should be from the shape that it probably does not rotates loose if the pump head rotates, but we will have to see. So what I'm going to try is replace these valve cores, the Presta ones, with click valves. And the reason for that is all the issues I had the past few months, especially in Odessa, Kherson and Nikolaev, on the trips between them, but also in the cities. I had a lot of punctures in Kherson. I even ran out of patches, and I was looking for a bike shop, got there too late, but then I got stopped by someone and said, yeah, you're not even allowed to be here. So it's okay. Next morning I left, and I went to the train station. I just made it there, but I had two flat tires. And I fixed one, the rear tire in the train, the front one sort of half fix, and I had the train was also delayed, so it took a long time before I got to Kiev, and then it was almost 11 or so, and I had 1 hour to go to the hotel, which would not be a problem with the bike, but yeah, I had to walk most of it, run, walk, something like that. In any case, a lot of problems. And the issue was in that area, these goat's head thorns. I've never seen these before, never experienced this in the Netherlands. Maybe they're there as well. They're really prickly. First time I realized it, they were the problem, was in, or they didn't even realize it yet, but later I realized it. But I experienced them in Park in Nikolaev. I was sitting down and with my knees on the grass trying to fix one tube, and I thought, what the hell? Why does it hurt so much to sit down here? It's like a shrub. It's on the ground. It's not in the trees. Not some people said to me, yeah, it's from trees. No, it was not from trees. It's actually a shrub on the ground. And yeah, some people said it was in that area because it's close to the sea, etc. You get it there. I don't know. Someone else said, yeah, it's everywhere in Ukraine. I haven't seen it. I've not experienced it. I've not had any issues with the Schwalbe G1 Overland, which is a fantastic tire on most cobblestone roads, unless there are actually really big wide differences, which I experienced, for example, from Revne to Ostrog, and yeah, it is like this, and then another was a little bit lower, maybe 5 centimeters or so, or maybe even perhaps a bit less, but so much that yeah, the tires can't absorb that, and can't make it a really comfortable ride. But in Kiev, for example, or in Lviv, these tires take away everything. They're fantastic. So maybe I need to go back to Schwalbe Marathon to deal with this issue, or tires with bigger knobblies. I thought about one tire from Continental, for example, more a mountain bike tire. Then the goat's head thorns would not even get to where they can get to the inner tube. And here someone mentioned, let's see, yeah, search. Yeah, I've done a bit of reading up on these little fookers. Yeah, invasive species, proactive poaching. Yeah, they're annoying. In any case, a lot of people say tubeless. There's 2 threads on it, thorns and goat's head. Yeah, tubeless, but I don't really want that. So I think first I may try Schwalbe Marathon again, but then in wider, and then just run them at lower pressure. So even though they say, Schwalbe says that minimum pressure should be 3 bars, I think. maybe you just run them at 2.5 to 2.5. I've run these at 2 approximately, and then they're fantastic and cross cobblestones, etc. Work better than suspension. The front suspension is not really effective at such kinds of bumps. It's more for bigger, but the combination works well. So the issue now with pumps. So I had a lot of flat tires, not just from the goatshead thorns, but also because I fixed, for example, the inner tube, and then you pump it up, but I didn't notice that the valve core got slightly loose. And there are 2 reasons for that. One, with clamp on, you get little movements, and that tends to unscrew the valve, because in one it goes a bit, it tightens it, but in the other direction it unscrews, and it tends to overall unscrew. And with the screw-on hose, which Pioneer made, which Lazine pioneered, not really pioneered, but made popular again. Maybe they were the first with screw-on, but separate hoses were not new. In 2008, I think, around that time, and I've had a lot of issues with valve cores unscrewing. So I don't recommend any screw-on hose anymore if you're using tubes with valve cores that can be removed. And there are tubes that you can buy that are still fixed, where you have the fixed Presto valve in it. And these are possibly better, but I want to switch to Schwalbe click valve. This is a pump that I fixed somewhat. So it used to be this tube or hose, and then a sort of plastic tube on it, and then another hose that would shrink a little if you push it together, and it fits into this whole pump, but it's a too complex system. It's moronic. It doesn't work well. And so one of the seals of that between one of the hoses and the plastic tube failed, and even though I barely ever use this pump, it's absolutely ridiculous. But it adds complexity, it adds points of failure. This also adds points of failure and removable valve. If you don't have a removable valve, it can also not leak, because that was an issue. Then the pressure got too low. I didn't realize it, and I felt something and thought, oh no, I've got a snake bite or something. And sometimes I've got snake bites, so 2 punctures next to each other. Otherwise, other times only one, when hitting a rock, for example, which hit also the valve through the tire. And then you got punctures from the tire pressure getting too low and hitting something hard. It's really annoying. It's so many punctures. It was not fun at all in that region, from Odessa to Kherson, to Nikolaev, and then Kherson. The road, the ride from Odessa to Nikolaev was not that interesting either. It was the worst from Nikolaev to Kherson. A very, very boring ride. But that's something else. So that's it for now. I will let you know when I can get my hands on some of these Schwalbe click valves, and I will see about what to do with areas with goatshead thorns. Change to Schwalbe Marathon or change to mountain bike tires, but then I may need to change the rims to 584mm to get space to put them in this bike. Like 50mm plus knobblies, probably won't fit, and I may need to go to 584mm rims instead of 622. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.